timeshare company to have a face-to-face meeting about how to solve these problems. At that meeting, they thought that they had worked out a solution to that problem, and they bought a VIP package that they thought would eliminate the increasing costs and expenses. So they signed a contract, they paid $13,000, and then they went home. They were assured that this was going to solve the problems that they were hoping to solve. And I'm sure that you've guessed that what actually happened was totally different. After they got home, and conveniently, after the time to cancel the contract had passed, they received a letter from the timeshare company, and they were utterly shocked. In that letter, they found out not only had none of their problems been solved, but their assessments and fees had actually increased by 50%. They felt totally victimized. Their own words, taken from a letter that they wrote to the timeshare company, say it best. And in that letter, they said, as a senior citizen who happens to be an African American, we believe that we were victims of deceptive business practices. These folks tried to solve these problems on their own, beginning way back in July of 2009 by calling the timeshare company to cancel this contract. Of course, since the cancellation period had already passed, they were told, sorry, too bad. They made more calls, and they were bumped up to a manager. They left that manager messages for 7 days and didn't receive a call back. In fact, they only stopped calling the manager because the voicemail box said, mailbox full. I don't know about you, that would get me a little bit hot. When they finally got a hold of this manager, he told them he wasn't aware of their complaint. They kept calling and got no satisfaction. They called the manager's manager. This fellow was real helpful. He said he wasn't at liberty to discuss their problem with them. I can't figure that out. By this time, the members were totally frustrated and were looking somewhere to get a solution. They searched on the internet, and they found a company that advertised itself as, and I'm quoting, providing assistance and resources to consumers battling fraud and misrepresentation within the timeshare community. They were willing to provide these folks assistance for the low price of $999 with one-half paid up front. Let's see, $999 to solve one problem, $16 a month to solve as many problems as you can call in on. How many years of membership would that $999 paid for? Fortunately, these folks did not hire that company. In November, they finally received a letter from the timeshare company telling them, big surprise, sorry, your request to cancel that contract was rejected, made no mention of their complaints of fraud and misrepresentation. They called us and turned to us for assistance, and we were very happy about that. We talked to them about their experience with the timeshare company. We looked at their contracts. We looked at all of the paperwork they had about it. We worked with them to send a letter to the timeshare company to again request that this contract that they had signed under misrepresentation be canceled. In less than 30 days from when we sent that letter to the timeshare company responded in writing, apologized, canceled the contract, and refunded $13,000. Possible. Mr. Stonecipher made it possible. You all made it possible, and we as a team made it possible. The potential for doing good that is provided to you by Prepaid as an associate is tremendous. Grasp it and live it every day. Thank you very much.